What's that? Oh.
Beef and cheese.
Dear.
And... What? You alright?
No.
It's really good.
I could sort of be into the beef jerky part, but the cheese is just too much.
You gotta eat them together like this. The combo is divine. And
See,
this brand is so good.
Is it Hickory Farms?
No. It's Grocery Outlet. Frigo.
That doesn't sound right.
Why? Meat and cheese, man.
No, the brand.
Frigo?
Frigo or Freego? Frigo.
Le Schwab.
Le Schwab.
And oop. Talk to me.
Well, I'm wondering what should we do right now, and then what should we do tomorrow?
We should do easy, fun, chill.
Okay.
I think the possum. I think me shaving my toes. For some reason, you brought that up.
Yeah.
Do you mean today?
This week.
I shaved him today for the pool.
I know. So, we went to the pool today. And, Lennox and I went because you had to groom for the pool. And last week, you, shaved you shaved all your legs. All 2 of them. But you made sure to shave your legs before the pool.
Yeah, I never go to the pool with hairy legs.
Why not?
I'm embarrassed.
What about today?
Today was a brand new day for me.
Yeah.
I went to the pool today with hairy legs.
It's like the U2 song, "It's a beautiful day, don't let the hair on your legs get in the way." It's a beautiful... Well, hold on. So, a week ago, you had to do the whole deal.
Yeah.
From, waist to toesies.
Shoulders, armpits. So, shoulder to toe.
You had to groom for the pool.
Yes.
And
for our community pool.
For our neighbors, you did it.
Yeah.
Because you're a kind person. But about a month ago, we went to the open house, the kids' middle school open house, and you were quote unquote hairy.
I was not quote unquote. I was just straight up hairy. Right.
So it was 98 degrees. It was hot AF.
Yeah.
And you wore yes. And you wore jeans.
Yeah. And
to the open house.
And we walked from our house to the school.
And we walked, so we were extra sweaty and hot. But you were hairy. You decided to wear jeans. I was like, it's really hot. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but you decided to wear jeans because you were, for lack of a better word, follically challenged. Yeah.
I never show my legs when they're hairy.
Right.
But I feel like I've turned a new page. Mm-hmm. Because today I went to the pool with hairy legs.
Yeah. But you did do grooming.
I shaved my toes before I went to the pool today.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you must know.
They must.
So hairy legs, shaved feet.
Why do one and not the entire? I don't care because I can barely see. Well, that's a whole nother deal because
you're not wearing your glasses.
I need glasses. But people can't be brown see your hairy legs from 20 feet away.
Okay.
Does it matter? I mean, I know it matters to you. And listen, I'm Mrs. Grooming over here. But how important is it to you to your appearance at the condo pool?
It's fairly important, but I've realized just this week I've had an epiphany. No one cares as much as I do.
That's true. That's true with many things.
True, yeah.
The earlier you realize that, the better. Although middle school, high school, anyways. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just, like, I don't want to be stressing out about going to our neighborhood pool.
Yeah.
And I just want to go. I want to go with you and Lennox. I want to have fun.
Like today.
You
didn't need to shave your toesies, honey.
Okay, the only reason I did that was because it's been like a month. Because lately I've only been shaving my legs and I've been leaving the feet.
Yeah.
So I shaved my legs like 3 days ago.
Are people going to think you're freaking Bilbo Baggins
yes,
or whatever?
I have hobbit feet.
Sean Astin with his feet.
I shave my toes and I shave the top of my feet. And it's been like a month.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been doing that. So, okay.
Yes.
I had to do it today. I couldn't leave the house without shaving my toesies.
I don't... No one would notice, but you knowing... You think Cammy Brown would notice your toesies, darling?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We weren't that close to her.
Yeah.
Lennox would have noticed.
Okay. And he's your biggest critic? What?
Anyway, I was happy. Like, I kept sticking my feet in the air.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm so happy I shaved my toes. And I kept wiggling in them when I was laying on the float.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, you know, that's what self-care and grooming is all about.
That's true.
It's how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I wouldn't say no one notices, but maybe 2% of people notice. And then of that 2%, 2% of that 2% care.
Right. Yeah. An even smaller percent actually care or pass a judgment.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all about how I feel. It's not me.
Right.
Okay.
Like when you cut my hair once a week, thank God. And it's all about how I carry myself and I project myself. It has a lot to do with my self-esteem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look good. And then
it puts a pep in your step.
Yeah. When
you have a fresh fade.
Yeah. And then that does broadcast or affect the other 98% of people who don't notice. They do notice how you carry yourself. They may not notice your toes or my fade, my 0 blade fade, but they will notice how I feel about myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Oop. Hang on.
Okay. Fun fact with Lennox.
What are you going to eat? Vincent's making rice.
Father's Day is Sunday, June 19th. Today is June 11th. Yesterday was June 10th. But you couldn't wait to give me my Father's Day gift.
No, I could not.
Yesterday, 5 p.m.-ish, 6 p.m.-ish.
Yeah. Basically, as soon as you got home from work, I said, can I give you your Father's Day gift?
Yeah. And you did. And it was wrapped. But go ahead, honey. Describe it.
It was wrapped in Christmas wrapping because that's all we have.
Yes. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, these people out here buying Christmas wrapping for every occasion.
Christmas wrapping all year round. That's what I say. And I just took a piece of paper and I folded it in half. Mm-hmm. And the kids and we all wrote inside it for you for Happy Father's Day.
Oh, that was my card?
Yes, that was a card, honey.
Well, I thought it was some sort of special, like, fancy construction paper. No?
Well, it was just a piece of paper, and then I folded it, and I wrote. Did you know that was my handwriting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. But I thought it was some, like, paper you get from Michael's or something.
Oh, no.
It was just normal? Well, that takes my gift down a notch or two. I don't care. No, I thought it was something different. But please describe the Father's Day gift that you gave me a week and a half early.
I got this gift off of Shutterfly.com.
Right.
So you upload pictures, and then you can throw your pictures on mugs, keychains, blankets, etc.
Yeah.
So what I got you was a 12-month calendar.
Yes.
And it starts currently.
It starts right now, yeah.
Yeah. So you can start using it right away.
Yeah.
So it goes June 2022 to May 2023.
Yeah.
So like a week and a half, I went on the website and I got to pick the layout
Yeah.
and the formatting, and I put some pictures. It's like 60% Frankie, our cat,
Yes.
and 40% are your human children and family.
Yes. And like a week ago, you said, hey, don't look at the mail. Don't get the mail.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to the mail.
I said if any packages arrive, don't
Yeah.
open them.
Yeah.
And it came in the mail a couple days ago. So I held out for a couple days because I immediately wanted to give it to you, but I waited and we had it for 2 days until I finally caved.
Till our Friday night, which is our party time.
Right.
But yeah, it's a bunch of pictures of Frankie. It's a bunch of pictures of just us.
Mm-hmm.
And I freaking loved it. It's currently, you hung it up on the wall.
We put
in
it
our kitchen.
We hung it up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
In a prominent spot where everyone can see it every day.
Yeah. And it's fantastic. And it's the kind of thing that like you're like, because we all have 9 million pictures on our phone and our Google Photos and our whatever Apple Photos is. And we're like, oh, we should make this into a quote unquote real photo. But you've done that. You also did that a few years ago, like just with, you made a book. Was that via Shutterfly? Also?
Yeah, also, okay. Yeah. I made us a photo book for like our 1 year anniversary or something when we were dating.
Yeah.
And it was just pictures from our first year of dating.
Yeah.
And we still have that on our bookshelf here.
Yeah.
I know. I was on the website when I was getting your calendar and I was like, oh, I should just order some just like loose prints. Because I used to be, when the first 6-7 years when I had kids, I really got into like ordering hard prints and putting them into photo albums.
Yeah.
And then I haven't done that the last 3 or 4 years. I've been bad about it. But I like to have real physical pictures.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I like to put them in photo albums.
It's fun to hang up on the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a couple pictures of from our wedding.
Yeah.
Family pictures. A couple from San Diego that we do via Walmart, right?
Yeah, I've used Walmart. I've used Walgreens.
Yeah.
Shutterfly is good. I think they do quality, affordable stuff.
Yeah. And I loved it. We were going through it. Like, oh my God, look at that. But loved it. Super meaningful. and I like the card. And well, the fact that it was a week and a half early, I don't care. What do you got prepared for actual Father's Day, honey?
Oh, just wait and see.
Well, your Mother's Day present, I gave you like a week early.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I
I recalled that last month you gave me my cat apron.
Yeah.
Early, so I was like, okay, he set the precedent. I can give him his Father's Day gift early.
Yeah, and I love it, and it hangs on the wall. And then you had the idea that when it ends May next year, June next year, we're gonna like take some scissors and cut a few of the pictures out because they are quote unquote real IRL,
and they
tangible,
look good.
physical.
They're good quality.
Yeah.
So we can, depending on the size, we can frame some. I can take some to work and hang them up in my cubicle.
And we don't have any pictures of Frankie.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
I want to get like how the kings of England used to get like a commissioned like 12-foot by 15-foot painting of themselves. I want to do that for Frankie.
That's a bit much.
What do you think?
I think
the entire wall in our living room.
I think 1 3x5 or 4x6
like
of
a
Franklin.
painting or a photograph.
Well, a painting. Well, this sounds ridiculous. I think 1 3x5.
That's so little.
Of our cat.
How about a 5x7?
He's a cat, and we are humans.
You love him.
There's a difference. Am I right, Lennox? Lennox is saying, waving his head no. But we do lack a picture of Frankie Blue.
Yeah, we need a picture of Frankie.
Yeah.
He notices. That's why he's so mad.
That's why he's always unhappy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest needs no introduction.
Today he learned to throw a football in the pool, and he did so good.
Yes. The lovely, the talented. Please help me give a warm welcome to Lennox Albert Garcia. Hello, Lennox. How are you?
Good.
All right. Do you have a fun fact? A depressing discussion?
A Frankie comment,
How-
observation.
How's life? How was the pool? How was Canby Brown?
How's your summer break?
Good. Kind of bored.
Kind of boring.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been doing a Star Wars marathon.
Oh yeah, I started that.
What is your favorite Star Wars film?
Oh.
You have
And who-
you have 11 to choose from.
And who is your favorite Star Wars character? You have 97 to choose from.
My favorite movie? I don't know.
I don't know. Is that episode 6?
Yes. I like 5. 5's good.
Ooh.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Episode 5.
That is probably the best.
Yes. Actually, honey, give your hot take of episode 5 and George Lucas and the whole Star Wars nonsense.
I shall. Who's your favorite character? Do you want to
Disney
say that
and fix-
first?
That one Ewok.
That one Ewok.
one Ewok.
Which one?
The hairy one.
The cute little booper.
I also really like Rogue One. It's a really good movie.
I love Rogue One.
Rogue One.
It's a really good movie.
Rogue
Yeah.
One is fantastic.
I
And
love
the
it.
fact that they died at the end. Spoiler alert. Even more fantastic.
My favorite part.
End it!
It's something they really don't do with Star Wars and Disney movies.
Right. Well, they
Especially
gotta...
Disney.
Exactly.
There's much revenue and income to be made.
Or people die and then they bring them back magically. That happens
Right.
way too often.
That didn't happen with Rogue One. So
But
Yeah.
enough about Marvel. Yeah.
Okay, so Lennox.
Yes, your hot take. Yes.
This week, Lennox has been watching Star Wars. You
Yeah.
want to do a marathon. We watched number 4. We watched number 5. Well, we started number 5.
Okay.
We got to finish it. Anyway, so I was thinking Star Wars has become this giant property, this ongoing, never-ending
Absolutely.
conglomerate.
This universe, this world, this financial juggernaut to Disney, Lennox Albert. And you're
And-
okay with that?
No.
You're wearing a Disney shirt as we speak,
This is-
son.
Cancel.
It's not technically Disney. I mean,
Well,
it's
what
kind of
is-
Disney.
It's an anime guy in a Disney.
It's a video
Well,
game.
this, you know what? This is intellectual property violation.
How?
I'm calling on Michael Eisner right now. Okay.
No.
Walt Disney, he's under ice.
Technically, it is Disney. But...
Yes, honey.
The original Star Wars, which came out in 1977.
Correct. I was born then.
Oh, you were.
Lennox laughed like, you old
You're old.
ass
Today,
mofo.
you guys were throwing the football, and then you're like, okay, I have to stop. My back hurts. And he said, is that because you're old?
Yeah. We were no way, Google.
Anyway,
Yes.
okay, the original Star Wars is it's a great movie.
Mhm.
It was especially for its time. It
Yeah.
was just like astounding.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah, like the visuals, the graphics,
Mhm.
I mean, it went to outer space, and that was really cool.
Yeah, it painted a world for... It was something that America, the Earth had never seen before in terms
And
of cinema. Yeah.
I know George Lucas took from a couple of different sources for inspiration, but he still created something very groundbreaking and new. This
Yeah.
character, this world,
Well, it's a soap opera in space.
and then 3 years later, The Empire Strikes Back
Correct.
was released,
Yes.
and this sequel, this is like the Godfather 2 of sequels.
It's when the sequel improves on the first
Exactly.
iteration. And that rarely happens.
It rarely happens.
Yeah.
So the characters expanded. Compare Luke Skywalker in A New Hope to
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
He just gets better and better. He matures. Everything gets better in the second film of the Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
Star Wars world.
All around, it's a better film. Just
It's so good.
higher quality and just it's fantastic.
And then, what is number 6 called?
Return
With
of
the
the Jedi.
Ewoks? Yeah, Return of the Jedi with the Ewoks and all
Yes.
that. A very good ending to a trilogy.
Yes,
It's a step down from Empire Strikes Back, but
Correct.
it's still good. It
Correct.
wraps up very satisfyingly,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it does a great job with all the characters. Okay,
Yeah.
so this entire Star Wars universe franchise,
Yes.
intellectual property.
These these Pez dispensers of the Ewoks and these toys and this whole multi-billion dollar juggernaut. every year that is a Disney.
It's so, like, it became so high in everyone's mind, and, like, it was legendary.
Yeah.
And I think all of the legendariness is based off Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
And I think that was a fluke.
Yes.
I think the fifth movie, the sequel to the original.
Yeah.
I think everyone got lucky.
Yeah.
George Lucas wrote it, but he had a couple people come in to. He had a lot of bad ideas, and he had a couple people who came in and like really like honed it.
Yeah.
And were influential with what he took out and what he left in.
Yeah.
And so I think it was a fluke. So I think the entire Star Wars universe is based on one fluke of a sequel.
Yes, I absolutely agree. 110%. Like, Empire Strikes Back was out of this world, unheralded, and it's created space for Solo and Obi-Wan and episode 7, 8, and 9.
Exactly. The prequel trilogy, and then the J.J. Abrams trilogy. And everyone has this high standard of Star Wars, and it's all, I think, based on Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
everyone thinks, like, this is what Star Wars is, but I think, we got really lucky with Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, and Disney Plus continues putting out The Mandalorian and Boba Fett, and it's quote-unquote successful on some level, but it's not that good. It's not good. It's terrible. Okay?
It's successful because we all keep tuning in, because we're all chasing that Empire Strikes Back high. We're all chasing that high. And Star Wars peaked in 1980, and we're never going to be there again.
Yeah.
And we all need to accept it.
No. And then Return of the Jedi in 83, 84.
Yeah. Great movie. I love Return of the Jedi.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. But it will never be the same. And so this whole entity, this world, is based off the 1980 Empire Strikes Back. And I 100%, when you said that, like, that blew my mind. And that's so true. And it's not like a lot of these iterations suck. They're fine.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, I really love Rogue One.
Yeah.
I think that was, well, I fast forward the first half hour.
That was a one-off. What?
But other than that...
What did you do?
What do you do?
I always skip the beginning. I don't know.
Good.
What are your thoughts on what I've just said, Lennox?
He agrees. Yes. Absolutely. Nothing has reached that height. But they still put out quality, and there's a lot of money put into it, production.
Yeah.
And it's a good story, but it'll never be 1980. And that's fine. Yeah.
That's fine. Let's all move on.
What about, like, would you say that's happening with Marvel, or Lord of the Rings has the Amazon thing coming?
We might be too close. Like Star Wars, it's been now 44 years since its first debut. Yeah. So I think we're a little too close to Marvel to really be able to look back fully to examine what's happened. Yeah. Lord of the Rings, though, I forgot they're coming out with a TV series.
Yeah, on Amazon.
And you know what? The Hobbit films were terrible, and they were just had so much controversy and behind the scenes.
I would
madness that happened with their making of the Hobbit. It was a mess.
Sorry, Liz Fisher. Terminator 2 is peak filmmaking.
Yes, such a good movie. Another
sequel, and it never quite reached, and well, it never even became within any sort of proximity to Terminator 2, Terminator 3, and various movies. Although that doesn't have the world, the cinematic universe of a Star Wars.
Star Wars spawned so many novels, graphic novels, card games. Yeah. Just like the lore became massive.
Yeah.
And so it became a fixture in so many people's hearts and minds and
Yeah.
our culture.
Yeah.
And I think it came out like Terminator 2 came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so I think the people who experienced Star Wars are older. They're like your age or older. And so they're...
I'm 26,
So people...
but go on.
well, people who experienced like Terminator, that franchise, were younger. So maybe they're less involved with like in Hollywood and movies and
They
the
moved
creation
on.
of these things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think the people who first experienced Star Wars, maybe they're older and they're more influential
Yeah.
in the business aspect of
And
it.
there's, I bring up the toys, Star Wars toys. There's freaking rides dedicated at Disneyland to Star Wars. So there's a whole ecosystem of Star Wars that exists and needs to continue to exist. So they continue to churn out content, but it's all inferior to the 1980 Empire Strikes Back. I'm watching the Obi-Wan. It's fine. I'm on episode 4. That's the newest episode. It's 6 episodes long, and episode 4, I'm like, I'm ready for this to be over. It's not bad. It's well done, but it's not great, and I'm ready for it to be over. But yeah, the fact that Disney and George Lucas and Lucasfilm reaps billions of dollars every year based on a fluke, lightning striking in 1980.
Yep.
Blows my mind, man.
Lennox is back.
Yes, Lennox. Thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections? All right. He said no. Okay. So the kids got their yearbook, and I sent a few pictures of Lennox and Luna to my mom, Grandma Tian, and my mom, and it's Lennox and Luna, but it's the kids around them. So 9 kids in each picture.
Yeah.
And my mom said, "Oh, it's very diverse. The student body is very diverse."
It is. I
Yeah.
noticed that too as I was flipping through the yearbook. And
Yeah.
we've known that because we've been talking to the kids about their peers,
Yeah,
since they've started school there.
yeah,
It's a very diverse school.
yeah.
What does
And
that mean?
Diverse means a lot of different ethnicities.
races.
White, Asian, Hispanic,
Yeah, it
black.
does.
Yeah.
I realized that.
Yeah,
You noticed that too?
A lot more than Sequoia did.
That's what Vince and I were thinking about because
yeah,
the kids a couple of years ago they went to a different school in Rosemont, California. That's where they went from kindergarten through 5th grade for Luna.
yeah,
And I thought Sequoia was quite diverse.
yeah.
But it seems like Stonegate is even more diverse.
Well, where race comes in, race is often confused as class, economically speaking. Lennox.
Yeah. I
So-
think if you took a look at the nation as a whole,
Yeah,
the lower economic schools would be predominantly minority groups.
right. And so it's confused, and it's easier to group people into race, which is what the mainstream media does, Lennox. And these politicians out here, like Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom. But I was curious. I'm a curious man, honey. I looked at the median income of where we used to live, where we currently live, and where Grandma Tian lives, which is in the Tony suburbs of San Diego. She cares for a few girls.
A couple of white girls.
Yes, a couple of white girls. But she babysits them or
Yeah.
cares for them.
Yeah.
Takes nannies them. Okay. So here's how the numbers break down. Where we lived in Rosemont, California, the average median income, I'm looking at just money
Yeah, you just looked for that.
Yeah.
The median income.
of our previous residents, our current, and then Grandma Tian, who pointed this out to me, the diversity. Median income in Rosemont, California is $35,000, which is low.
$35,000. That is quite low.
Especially for California, Sacramento.
And especially for 2022.
Right. Median income for our zip code in West Sacramento, 95691. Lennox, your eyes are ablaze. They're wide open at this figure. Do you want to tell this figure?
No.
It's $81,000.
Wow.
Right.
That is a huge difference.
We done moved up. Okay.
Moving on up, ooh, 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 to West
the
Sacramento.
east
I
side.
don't know what any of this means.
Well, this is $81,000, and where we previously lived, the median.
That means the average of what a household has in income that they earn, money that they earn.
Yeah.
So where we live now, people around us make a lot more money than where we used to live.
Yeah.
On average.
Yeah.
Do we make a lot more money?
Wow.
We make the same. We make the same.
Why did you have to ask that, Lennox?
Remember earlier today you were like, why are we poor?
Oh yeah, because we spend a lot of money. Today we spent over $300 on groceries, and we still want to get Little Caesars and Peace Cuisine from Uncle.
So we had a family meeting today with the children, and we were like, we are cutting back on our grocery expenses. So expect way less snack food and junk food. We're only buying the veggies and the proteins.
The great value.
We're buying generic
Pringles versus the regular Pringles. Okay.
Okay, so what's the median income in San Diego in the neighborhood where your parents live?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. So the Rosemont, California median income is $35,000. Our zip code 95691 is $81,000. In Scripps Ranch, where my mom lives, in the Tony suburbs of San Diego, the median income is $144,000.
Holy Toledo!
So we moved up, but we haven't moved up to Grandma Tian level, and she'll never let me hear the end of not attaining that level, asserting
Finish
myself
this sentence.
to that level. But the race, class, it interchanges, but the mainstream media, Lennox, did I mention them? And politicians, they like to point to race because it's easier. Oh, that person's brown, that person's white, as opposed to what's your median income?
It's really interesting, and
Absolutely.
I love that the kids have. I really liked that about their old school, that it was so diverse, and I really like that about their current school.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Yeah, but we have moved up.
We have.
And oop.
Okay, so Monday morning, 4:45 a.m., we both wake up because we hear cats. Well, every once in a while, we'll hear like... We live next to a berm, which is a man-made hill, for those who don't know. And nature and the animal kingdom intervenes.
Nature's a wild woman.
Yeah, and we'll hear... And who knows what the hell is going on? A coyote versus a cat versus a rat. We don't know, but something happens, and it's
What day
very...
was this?
Huh?
What day was this?
Monday morning.
Monday morning, 4:45 a.m.
You can be...
I heard them.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up, I looked up.
Yeah, so we woke up.
An orange cat was chasing a smaller white one. Or it wasn't smaller, it was like the same size. One was fatter than the other.
And from what we know, so we just know two vermin got into it.
Something was screaming.
Yeah, it was like a fight at the discoteca. Am I right, Lennox? When two gentlemen engage in fisticuffs over a fine young lady. But we just heard, rah, rah. We both woke up. We were just like, what the hell? Something happened. And this happens every once in a while, once every few months, because we live next to open space and nature. And this happened. So we went back to sleep. But then I wake up, I head to work, or I pull out of the garage, our little driveway, and I see a dead possum on Tuesday morning. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So I start calling you. I text you. I'm like, there's a dead possum in the roadway here in our little street. And so we're like, well, this must have happened last night.
Yeah.
This must have gone down last night. And it was a smaller possum.
It was a baby.
Yeah.
It was so tiny.
Yeah.
It was like, it was way smaller than our cat.
Yeah.
It was definitely a baby possum.
Yeah. And so it's in the way of my tires. And I'm like, well, I don't want to squish it. I don't want to destroy its liver so that its innards are all over our little street. So I move it. I grab a group of sticks, which Merriam-Webster defines as a faggot. Okay.
Okay.
I grab some sticks just from the brush or whatever, and I move it out of the way of my car. And I'm like, well, okay, I gotta go to work. I can't deal with this. Not like I would know what the hell to do with it in the first place, but it's out of the way of my car. Yes.
Harken back to the story of the dead hummingbird at Vince's work.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
YK. Look at, listen to our previous pod. It's titled "My Coworker Committed Homicide," and so there's a dead possum. It happened super early, 4:45 Monday morning. I moved it out of the way with a group of sticks, also known as a faggot. Okay, Merriam-Webster it, Lennox. Okay, never mind this. Google it. Merriam-Webster it. What's the other dictionary? Dictionary.com it.
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Rogets it. Rogets.
So you go to work.
Yeah.
About 40 minutes later, I come out to go to work, and I think, okay, I'm going to go look at the dead possum.
Yeah.
So I walk
Dead
over.
baby possum.
I walk over, and the little baby possum is walking. It's
right.
It's walking across the pavement.
Yes, I'm glad you brought this up because when I was moving it, it was alive. Like it was barely alive. It was on its last rites, but it in my last push with the group of sticks, it bit onto the groups of sticks.
Oh.
So it was alive. It was barely alive. Like its paw was like flat. Imagine that. But I could tell it was.
Yeah.
It was on its last legs, on its last rites. I wanted to get a priest. Luna is watching The Conjuring right now. Okay, where's Patrick Wilson when you need him? So it was alive, 15% alive, I would say.
Yeah.
That's based on knowing absolutely nothing about medical. Yes.
40 minutes later, it had emerged from this branch that you entangled it in.
Yeah.
And it was walking across the pavement. And I was like, oh my God. So I grabbed my phone and I started to video and photograph it.
Yeah.
And this woman comes down the walkway.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, my husband and I thought this was dead.
Yeah.
And she said, I thought it was dead too. I was walking earlier with my dog.
Yeah.
We passed it. We thought it was dead. But then she saw it moving. So she came back down. She had rubber gloves.
Okay.
She had a box and a blanket.
A box and what the blanket? It's 98 degrees outside, lady.
Well, and so she said, I'm going to put it in this box and I'm just going to put it to the side here. And then if it recovers and it leaves, fine. If not, it can just rest.
What the hell?
And I was like, okay, well, I got to go to work. And she said, all right. She said, I might call animal control later. And I said, okay, well, thank you for doing all this. Goodbye.
You're trying to do too much, lady. But yes.
So I left. She was putting on her gloves and I had to drive away. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
So we get home that night. You and I both from work. We get home.
Yeah.
The possum is not in the box.
Mm-hmm.
But the box is still there.
And blanket.
And the blanket.
Yeah.
It was
like a homeless person had taken up residence on the berm. I don't know how.
The possum had evacuated the box.
Yeah.
But where was the possum?
It was on the sidewalk. It was on the freaking sidewalk.
So it moved like 3 feet away from the box.
Right.
And it was on the sidewalk.
Again, it's 90 degrees, 100. It's super duper hot, so it's roasting. Roasted possum for dinner, Lennox. You ready?
By this point, it was dead.
Yeah.
But it was on the sidewalk, just laying there.
Yeah.
And by the way, this sidewalk has tons of foot traffic.
Yeah.
People and dogs are constantly walking back and forth.
Really hungry guy uses it.
We see them out of our window as we're sitting in our living room.
Yeah.
We can see people walking back and forth.
Yeah.
So, for the next, 3 days,
Right.
this possum corpse is in the same spot on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And people are walking back and forth over it, around it.
Well, it's like the videos of someone died on a New York City street and people walked by it for 8 days, whatever, because no one wants to deal with it. No one wants to get involved. No one cares.
I'm shocked. No one dealt with it because...
Why didn't we deal with it?
Well...
we were pointing fingers, but we should have pointed the finger at ourselves.
Well, you know what? We're surrounded by retirees and HOA members.
Okay.
So I thought for sure, someone who lives around us is going to do something about this. Because you and I
Anyone but us.
We're young, hardworking people.
Yeah, we're young and attractive.
We're surrounded by retired people.
Yes, who have nothing to do all day.
They're constantly out there, puttering. Right. They're puttering around with their gardens and gossiping with each other.
Right, whine about the gardens and their plants and that are against the rules. Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe this poor little baby possum corpse sat there for a few days.
Yeah, roasting. Psst.
So
that's it. Grilling on the sidewalk. Hiss, hiss.
So
hiss.
Was it Thursday finally, honey?
Yeah.
The kids and I'm at home. I'm working from home, and I'm in our living room. Mm-hmm. And there's a guy outside our window. We can see him down there.
A guy.
He's wearing a worker vest, like a neon orange vest, and he has a fistful of those little colorful flags they put in the ground when they're doing irrigation or whatever.
Yeah.
So I see him walking around there, and then Lennox is out there with me in the living room.
Yeah.
And he says, that guy just kicked the possum into the bushes.
Oh, dear.
So finally, after a few days, this worker guy kicked the possum.
Has the balls to take it upon himself. Well, meanwhile, we're standing around saying, someone should do something. But this guy... I assumed... He has the je ne sais quoi.
Well, you know what?
To kick it.
I assumed Mother Nature would take care of it, like a possum, a hawk,
right?
Because we see, or not a possum. I'm sorry, coyote. We have coyotes. We have hawks. We have cats. We have all these animals around. I assumed that something would make a meal of this.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. That's what
I was hoping too.
Yeah,
but a few days passed, nothing happened.
Come on, nature, intervene over here.
So this guy, gently.
Gently. Sure. Like Diego Maradona or David Beckham, the soccer player, honey. He kicked it. Okay.
Kicked it into the bushes.
That was a few inches.
And so out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. Problem solved.
Yeah. The box is still there.
The box and the blanket are still there.
The blanket are still there.
So this woman has not come to retrieve her box. What is she thinking of?
This woman.
Why is she littering?
And what is animal control's role in this? Like if you said, hi, animal control, YOLO County, there's a dead possum, are they going to be like, and?
Yeah, they'd be like, scoop it into your garbage can.
Yeah, why are you bothering us? Or, oh, Larry, the dead possum guy, comes in twice a month and he'll be in on the 14th, so call back.
They probably only care about live animals.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's in the underbrush.
Sure.
Is the box still there? Have you checked?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The box and blanket are still there.
Can you put it in our garbage can? Because I don't want litter outside our house.
It's not really our house. It's more like our collective area. I'm hoping that another landscaper guy with like a weed whacker will just be weed whacking, and unbeknownst to him will just
the box or the possum corpse?
The possum corpse. The box, you would notice. The possum corpse is a little camouflaged.
At this point, I think that a coyote it's been baking in the sun for 5 days.
Yeah. Well, some people...
It's rotten. No one wants that.
Some people like their steak well done, honey. Including me. Okay? If you like it rare, no, it's a no-go. maybe it'll just disintegrate into the ether, as it were. That's possible.
Is it possible?
Yes. Well, we decompose, right? Alan Fisher ran East Lawn. I mean, the bodies don't stay in their complete form.
So the body will disintegrate. It will filter into the earth.
Yes.
It will make the earth rich.
Yes.
And then
it's like a compost heap.
We'll go out there in a couple months and we'll see a little skeleton of a baby possum.
No, we'll see like some new dandelions and be like, oh, Mr. Possum fermented these dandelions. Did we name it? Should we name it?
No.
Posse? Senior Posse?
A little baby posse?
My Posse's on Broadway, the classic Sir Mix-a-Lot song, honey. No?
No.
Alrighty. No. Well, I just showed our age difference. But are we done, honey?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate. Or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your possum family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Frigo? Why did I write that?
Frigo.
25 minutes ago.
That's my cheese and meat mixture.
Ah, yes.
And it was delicious.
Yes. You bought it from Dollar Tree. Was it 2 for 1?
No, I bought it from Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
That's right. GOBM. Was it 2 for 1? Was it 3 for 1?
I don't remember.
Because you bought some Hickory Farms.
I bought some cheese sticks.
Yeah.
This is different.
Well,
I don't recall.
You bought some Hickory Farm stuff. It was 2 for $1, 3 for $1. Mm-hmm. But Hickory Farms only rears its ugly head during the holidays, honey. It's June, so the cheese you bought is 6 months old.
No, it's good. I ate some today.
I'm sure it's good, but it's also 6 months old.
Have you ever heard of aged cheese?
Yes.
In other words, cheese doesn't expire.
Aged, stinky, moldy cheese.
That's the best kind.
Who are you, Bobby Flay, honey? We don't have a promo code for Frio? Frigo. Goodbye, my podcast friends. I love you. My wife and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, we may not have given a proper funeral to a dead possum, but we're still good people, and I'm still a good person. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. We hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye. So what are we eating? Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness.
I'm making you a surprise dish. No, I'm
really?
not. Okay,
that you bought earlier when I was around?
No.
No?
Oh, yeah, we're going to eat
We have the tikala masala or whatever?
That's what we're eating.
Some sort of Indian food?
I wanted to make us something, but...
You said that while your hand was planted into your face.
Because I want to make us something, but you said we have to eat the tikka masala.
Do you want to make those little tacos that you just needed sour cream you were going to make for Brandon's tomorrow?
Not really, you know.
Okay.
I want to make something else with the taco meat, but you said I have to eat the tikka masala.
What do you want to make with the taco meat?
Okay. I'm gonna ground the turkey.
Okay.
Brown.
Browned and ground. It's
and
already ground, honey.
It's brown.
We bought it.
And then you put in a can of cream of chicken soup and a bit of milk.
Ooh.
And some salt and pepper. And then you put it over the rice. It's so good. My mom always made it when we were growing up.
Really? Mm-hmm. Those exact same ingredients?
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying it. I like your angle.
But
I'm into it.
You said we have to eat the tikka masala.
When's the due date on the tikka masala, which we bought today? I think it's good for a while.
Yeah, we have time. But
okay.
But you said we're on track.
No. You do whatever you want.
Or off track or something.
But was it cream of mushroom?
Cream of chicken.
Cream of chicken? That sounds very involved.
No.
No? It's super easy?
It's very simple.
You can put it together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very simple.
All right. Because the YouTube channel we're going to start for you.
Baking while drunk.
Baking under the influence, honey.
We'll start it. Shit.
Oh, dear.
Start tonight. And then 1 week I'm going to do banana bread.
Oh, yeah. You bought bananas today.
And we have like 1 week till they...
Lennox won't eat them for
1
a
week till they get super soft.
Yeah. Okay. Cannot wait. I'm in favor of the...
I don't know what to call it.
What was the thing you just talked about? Ground turkey.
Ground turkey.
With chicken. Cream of chicken?
Yeah.
Soup?
Ground turkey goulash.
Okay. I like it.
I like it. I like you.
Thank you, darling. We had a fantastic day.
Yeah, we did.
We did
Walmart?
Walmart
No.
pickup.
We did
Before that,
we did rec center, weight gym.
we
weight,
lifted.
Weight center.
Do you even lift, bro? And then we did Walmart.
We lifted hard. We did a good session.
I didn't lift hard, but
I
you
did.
did. I know.
Yeah, I went for it.
I know. On Saturdays, I'm like,
I was
I'm
channeling Hannah Duke Keller.
Ah, our favorite Fitspo influencer.
Yes, girl.
Who was at Ike's Sandwiches this morning or yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we lifted at the rec center.
Yeah.
We went and we did Walmart groceries. We did Grocery Outlet Bargain Market groceries.
The back-to-back of that, of Walmart, then Grocery Outlet. Because Walmart gives us cold stuff. We have some frozen stuff.
You wanted to do Dollar Tree too, and I was like, no, we got to get home.
Well, Lennox needs sunglasses because he claims when he goes outside, and it's summer break, so he rarely goes outside, but
Yeah, well,
his eyes are hurt.
This is a thing.
Yeah.
And my brother Cameron. Okay, one day my brother Cameron was here at our house,
Okay.
and he was. I
that
was
was
like,
only one day, because he's only been
he
here
was
once.
picking up his son,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, right. Okay.
and I complimented his sunglasses. I said, "Oh, your sunglasses are really cute,"
Yeah.
and he said, "Thanks. I wear sunglasses all the time," and I was like, "Oh, me too."
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, you and I have blue eyes, bluish eyes, and our family members have brown eyes because my children are half Mexican. His kids are half Hispanic. They're like mixed."
Right. They are.
And so he said, my kids and my wife, like, they don't need sunglasses, but because you and I have lighter eyes, we
Yeah.
need sunglasses.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
I never thought of that. But I guess if you have dark eyes, brown eyes,
Yeah.
maybe the sun doesn't affect you as much as us with lighter eyes.
Yeah.
Because I cannot drive without sunglasses. I have to have, like, anytime I'm outside, sunglasses.
Yeah.
My eyes are so sensitive.
Well, we talked about you shaving and being hairy, but your whiteness.
I'm super white, and
Your-
my
your
eyes are lighter
paleness.
as well.
Yeah, it's like a Fisher family gene or a trait. You guys are very white.
Yeah.
But so Lennox, he's super dark. He's like the darkest
His skin is very dark.
of us.
Yeah.
But his eyes are
his
sensitive.
eyes are light.
So his skin is from the Garcia side, and then his eye sensitivity is from the Fisher side.
Well, I never thought about that, but it makes
Me
sense,
neither.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe your eyes need sunglasses more if they're gray or blue or
Yeah.
green.
So we were at Walmart, and we went to the apparel section, and there were sunglasses, Batman sunglasses. You wanted to get the boy for $7, and I said, they got these at Dollar Tree.
I know. Well, I was like, yeah, you're right. We're not spending $7
Yeah.
because we got to check Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, and then we had so much frozen stuff. We just came straight home, but just hit the Dollar Tree sunglasses with the Clorox wipe. Maybe bring him, and he can pick out what he wants.
Okay.
All right.
This is fascinating.
We're ending on a whimper here, folks. All right.
I'm going to go cook for us.
Thank you. I cannot wait to eat, my love.
Good.
Okay. Oh, bye-bye.
And oop.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? I can't eat no longer.